Hiker Jay here. This week I got something different for you. I got a cot tent. Now y'all know I'm kind of getting into overlanding and I would love to do a rooftop tent, but I think this is a great option instead of a rooftop tent. This is the Kamp-Rite tent. There's three sizes. There's like a small, then there's this one that's just a little extended, and then a double. But this one's perfect. It slides in the back seat right behind the passenger seat, and it tucks there really easily. If this is the first time on my channel, if you could hit subscribe and like, that would be awesome. As also, the link to the cot tent will be down in the description so you can check it out there yourself on Amazon. In here, you've got the tent itself. I've already set this up a couple times, and there are poles that you want to be careful with. 2 poles that go across the top, so you'll set those aside. But don't open it with them in here because you could break it. So pull this out, move this over. The fly's in here, but we'll get the tent set up first, and then we'll put the fly on it. So the easiest way to do this is to do it on the side like this first and get everything out. Reason being, you've got these straps that hook onto the middle bar here and then come back. And what that does is it really helps open the tent up wide and hold it wide. You'll see in a minute because it kind of wants to clamshell back once you have it open. So you want to do those first on each side. All right. So that's that part. Now we flip this up and it's already attached on the sides and such. You can kind of already see how it comes into shape, but this is where your 2 tent rods come in. Here. So some tents that you see, you know, on Amazon like these, they don't have this part, and I think this is really important. I'll put a link to this on Amazon for you, which is great for like getting in and out or just kind of chilling out in the tent at night. So it has doors on the front and the back, plus it has doors on the ends as well with flies on them. Pretty sweet, so a lot of circulation going around. The last piece is this fly. So now we still got to put the fly on, but I want to grab the camera and show you the inside real quick. All right, so you can kind of see now how it is. It's got room underneath, and when you go up to it, you've got a fly on the outside and then screen on the inside with zippers. I kind of like they do. The yellow zippers are all screen. Check it out in the inside here. This is actually a mat, so it's a cot, so it's soft, and it's also insulated somewhat here too. So super comfortable on the inside. I'll try to get shots later on, but I got to do like wide angle for that. Let's put the fly on now. All right, the fly I've never put on yet, so we're gonna learn this one together. But so here's the fly, and it does have these vents on the end, which I do like quite a bit. And it just kind of goes up underneath, and I'm able to clip it down at the bottom too and tie it on the sides. But first you just want to make sure it's completely on all the way around. That's actually a pretty snug fit. Vents are pretty cool. All right, I'm liking it. Put the door on the wrong side. Let's switch that around. See, super easy. That's kind of nice to move around camp too, if you need to. So it looks like the door doesn't have any ties. Not a big fan of that. I wish it would actually open quite a bit more. But I imagine in the rain, that's good because it's all the way down and nice and tight. But I would love to see some type of tie up, which it doesn't have. So I'm just gonna use some clothespins that I have in the Jeep. Not the best, but it will work. I can open up and actually get in there. I'll get in there for you now so you can see. This is what I like, is that when I go like this, I can actually sit completely in here my head is not hitting the top. Let me grab a hold of you and show you it in here. So now we're inside it. Got a rope for a light to tie in the middle. As I said before, there's vents here, which is cool. This is what I really wanted in here, was perfect room for myself when I'm camping. And it's kind of like a platform tent on a roof, but it's on the ground, but up from the ground. All right, so here's the view with my feet, and I'm 6'2" and fit no problem. I've got room up by my head and down by my feet. I got these screens here, and of course I can zip the fly up and down. All right, I'm gonna get my sleeping gear in here, go have some dinner, and talk to you in the morning. All right, just finished first night in the cot tent. Really nice. There's a lot of room in there. I feel like I was sleeping inside. A couple things. With the fly on, there's not a lot of breathability, even though they have the vents on the end. I would want to be able to keep this door open, but it was supposed to rain. It only sprinkled a little bit, so I didn't really get to test it in the rain. It has these vents on the back here, which aren't bad, but there wasn't enough airflow. Now it's 50 degrees out here, so it was actually quite comfortable in there, but I'm worried about summer. I'll probably keep it folded back, and then if it starts to rain, I'll pull it, because like this, it's awesome. Man, you've just got so much ventilation coming from the front and the back and such. It's just really, really great. I found that tons of room in this one. Now this is a step up from the regular small one. It felt like I was in a house. It was pretty awesome. It does have some pockets on the inside, but I ended up leaving everything in my baseball hat just kind of sitting in there. The nice thing too is that it's off the ground. I was able to slide my shoes right underneath. Getting in and out of it, being an old guy, is pretty sweet too. You just kind of flip your feet out, grab your shoes from underneath, and put them on, and just kind of sit up instead of, you know, laying down on the floor like a tent like this. This is what I'm used to with backpacking and such, but now I'm loving this cot tent. It's going to be my go-to for the season.